fellas here. Fear is the key to happiness. Or is it? Alright, so I wanted to talk to you about a little bit of crap. This movie is the Marx Brothers and Animal Crackers, 1930. That print wasn't too good. Like, I mean, I get, like, dupe prints. Like, some are good, some are bad. But the overall thing is, like, this is, like, a copy from an original. And the sound quality on that is, like, in and out. It's, like, really weird. It's not like how you'd watch the film on the big screen. That's just a really weird dupe print. And the grain isn't good at all. It's kind of bad. There are a couple splices there, but they're not too bad. I would say that that's a starter print for the movie that you'd want, just to have one. No. This is the Marx Brothers 1932 movie, Horse Feathers. This is a dupe print, but it is extremely good. That was on eBay for about, like, a year, 2 years, just sitting there, and then we contacted the buyer. He said that he's about to take it off, because just nobody would... It was at $100 and for sale, buy it now, and nobody would buy it. So he said that he was about to take it off himself. But we ended up snagging it for $100, and that is an amazing film. It's like, it has amazing grain for a dupe print. The sound quality is really good. Excellent color contrast, even though it's black and white. Just like, it plays really good on this. And, which brings us to our final one. It is the Marx Brothers, A Night at the Opera. This really sets the bar low. Like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. On that, the audio quality is okay, the contrast is okay, but the sound is, the grain is pretty good, but the sound is, it's okay, but the splices on that are, like, real bad. There's, like, about 15 in, like, the first 5 minutes. Quite often. Like, that print was $600 at an auction. Nobody even bothered to be there. The starting bid was $600. We just got it. And let's just say that we haven't gotten a film since. Any type of film. But it's all gonna change from there. Because I am planning to, like, sort of contact maybe, like, like an archive, maybe a library on the internet that has some that are willing to sell, because on eBay, that took about, like, 8 to 10 months to put that whole collection together. I have a cartoon collection. I don't want to get it out because there's just way too much stuff around here. Let's see. I have like 5 or 6 cartoons. On 16 millimeter, all of them are in sound. And that took about a year and a half to just like find all the ones, because if you watch a cartoon and say, hey, I like that, like, I would really want to get that on 16 millimeter. If it's a cartoon made in like the 30s through 60s, there's a big chance that it will be available on 16 millimeter, but it's not available. Nobody's gonna sell it on eBay because just nobody wants to, you know? And the print that you do get is like one with really faded colors. Like, I got Drafty Daffy, and it's a color cartoon. Every single green, blue, purple, like cool colored tint is like, or hue is like, it's just gone. It's just like bright red, bright pink, and then that's it. Just like nothing else. And it's so, like, the colors are so faded, you can't even see, like, really, like, the character's, like, design at all. So like, you could just see faint lines. But that one was only, $9. So I'm glad that I got that for $9. And then, I got a print of Woody Woodpecker, 1944, The Barber of Seville. Excellent cartoon. Amazing quality. That is the first cartoon that I've ever gotten on 16 millimeter. The color is just awesome. The sound is awesome. It's a print from the 70s, so it's pretty recent compared to some of the ones that I have that I just showed. That Night at the Opera print was probably one from like 50s. So we play it on the old projector. We play the Woody Woodpecker cartoon on the old projector. I thread the thing through, just as it says on the manual, and then midway through, it starts to tear. That cartoon was originally about 6.5 minutes long. Now it's only about 3.5 minutes long. So, let me just warn you guys, if you're new to 16 millimeter film collecting, do not buy a telex projector. They're just like the military. I don't like know, like, they're like, it's such a big deal, like, look at the telex, look at all this. It's like, well, how about a Bell and Howell? And they're like, I think that the telex is gonna play out more, and it doesn't really even make sense, because the Bell and Howells cost more money, and if we bought that one, they would have more money. I don't know, they just wanted to get rid of all these telex. But here's the problem. Most of them hadn't been run ever. So we don't know if there were any, like, problems ever. They were just new, in-box, original packaging, original manuals, untouched. I have a cover on the back table. And it's like, the one that we got, I don't know if any of, like, any others are that bad, but it just ripped every single film. And it really, like, because it said how to thread it, and I know how to thread it, guys. But, like, it just, like, it was just, like, pretty unreliable. Like, I had to splice so many films, and that one was thankfully the worst. It could have been, like, so awful that I couldn't salvage anything. But yeah, so keep in mind that I will be collecting all these. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be contacting libraries online and film archives online just to see, are you willing to let us, like, let you sell us some of these? Because if you've seen, I think it's a YouTube channel by the name of Murphy Jackson. There's nothing else on his channel but just his YouTube thing. Like, no other links, anything. Not anything. And it's just clips of pristine 16mm cartoons, always in amazing color. Pretty recent movies like Jim Carrey's The Mask from 1994 in, like, top like quality. And here's the thing, like, I have no way of contacting to ask, are you willing to sell any of your things, because he hasn't posted in 1 year. And that there's really no other way to contact him except through commenting. And, like, he hasn't been, like, I think he has an account on Dailymotion. Because that's the first video I saw of his, was his print of the 1937 Tex Avery cartoon called Egghead Rides Again. That was, the first one that I saw of his. On Dailymotion, I think his channel is just called Movie Master. It's, all of this is, like, pretty obscure, because, like, you can't contact him. It's like, yeah. So, if you want to, like, see, I guess this is sort of a shout out. If you want to see his, prints that he has, look up the account Murphy Jackson. And these clips are, like, amazing. Like, all of his ones are, like, at least LPP stock, if not IB Technicolor. Like, I have no idea how he does it. But that is all for Buddy Fellows. Or is it?
Vsauce, Michael here.